Well, if nothing's easy in getting out of the recession, Kristina, nothing's easy in getting an immigration bill passed either, which to me that was the lesson of this week, which is even a consensus item in the Senate where most people want this immigration reform to happen,
right,
it's still not easy to get from start to finish.
Yeah, this week has been something of a roller coaster in the Senate. You had some high points with the Congressional Budget Office score, which showed that over 2 decades, this would actually significantly reduce the deficit. So that was a big boon to supporters of an immigration overhaul. But you also had House Speaker John Boehner making some more negative comments, or comments that were interpreted pessimistically. He said he would only bring a bill to the floor if it had the support of a majority of Republicans, and he called the border security provisions in the Senate bill laughable. So
just what you want to do when you're trying to line up your caucus to get behind something he says he wants to get done.
And the caucus is not lining up orderly. You know, there's a wide range of opinions.
Exactly.
So right now they are trying to work out some provisions with border security that has been a big area of focus for Republicans.
Are the members of the Senate getting any outside pressure, either from Hispanic groups or from businesses to kind of let's get on with this, don't blow it?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely from Hispanic and civil rights groups, people are staging protests on the Hill and writing in to congressmen, and when they go home over recesses, they hear from people. And then, of course, you have Chamber of Commerce and labor groups that support this bill. So there's definitely more momentum from the outside, I think, than people have said there have been for previous bills.
How worried are members of the Senate about what could happen in the House? Are they trying to make any adjustments as they announce these breakthroughs? Are they trying to plan for what could happen in the House?
Well, it's interesting. Some of the people who have offered amendments, such as Senator John Cornyn, which Democrats have rejected, he has an amendment that would really beef up border security. His rationale for that is that it makes the bill more palatable to conservative House members.
Which is undoubtedly true.
Correct.
And less palatable to liberal Democrats.
Exactly. And they say, we don't want the bill pulled to the right before it even goes over to the House.
Because we know they're going to pull it to the right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
true.
People are using that sort of as rationale for doing both kinds of actions.
Yeah. You know, the interesting thing in terms of public opinion, you asked about public pressure, was that when we've polled on this, there is clearly a majority of people who want to see this happen. But it's not an overwhelming majority, and Republicans are not quite there. And the number of people who would be upset if there's no bill passed is not that great, and it kind of moves evenly across party lines and independents. What is interesting, and this is where I think there are a lot of people in the Senate who want this to happen who aren't doing their jobs very well, is if you tell people, as we did in our polling, illegal immigrants who are here now can get a path to citizenship, but they have to meet these hurdles. They have to cross these hurdles. They have to. There's a language hurdle. There's a jobs and employment hurdle. There's a pay back taxes hurdle. And when people hear, and a long way, 10 years. And when people hear that, they say, "Oh, I'm okay with that."
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers really widen out. I don't think the sales job on this legislation has been as good as it might be, because when people hear the full implications of a path to citizenship, they're kind of okay with it.
Yeah, I saw a poll from Texas that showed when you describe it that way, with sort of detailing how tough it'll be, support from Republicans jumps up.